And away we go. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a very, very fun day. We're going to get it going here. Now, if this thing's working properly, everything's good. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So we're going to take care of a little bit of housekeeping now. We're approaching 50 subscribers to the channel. Way to go, everybody. I'm really enjoying that. Thank you very much. Hello, Titan Uranus is in the house. Thank you for joining. Let me make sure everything's working just fine and dandy. You know, it's just the fun stuff. And we'll get everything started here. I'm going to get the nice little place loaded up, and it's going to look a little weird when we first get into the screen, but just give me a couple seconds and it'll be ready to go. Remember, this is live on YouTube and TikTok, so it's, the fun stuff begins. Hey everybody, hope you're having a good time. Remember, this is live from TikTok and YouTube, so this is recorded live. It'll be simulcast on both properties. And it looks like we have Reaper in the house.
Welcome. Good evening.
How are we doing today?
Yeah, doing all right, doing all right. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm here.
Your screen's off center, just letting you know.
Which screen?
Your background. Because you have it set for boxes and everything instead of your being the main focus.
Yeah, well, what else is new?
I just didn't know if you knew, that's all.
Yeah, we'll just take it off of the, where is the stupid settings? That's the guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Oh. Let's turn off the fixed layout.
There we go.
That does it. That makes it look nice and special. Oh.
Good evening, everyone. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing this to your friends, to people that may have questions about Satanism.
Yeah.
Let's get the people in here.
I'm perfectly down for answering questions as long as it doesn't have to do with the Illuminati or Freemasonry. I have nothing to do with those things. I need to put a list on the background one of these days saying if you're going to ask these questions, I'm not going to answer. But that's normal. I wish my chat box was bigger on YouTube, but it's not. Oh well.
Got any good questions on YouTube, or are people just starting in?
They're just starting to come in. It's got about 3-4 minutes before it's actually midnight, so I'm not too surprised. Hey Nora, welcome in. And I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the chat over there for people who come in so I can make sure to greet them. It's the fun part about being a host.
How long have you both been Satanists?
How long have we both been Satanists? You first.
I have been a Satanist my whole life. I just did not know it until I was about 17, 18 when I read the Satanic Bible. And it was like looking at a mirror with my reflection in it. But I've always had this ideology. I just didn't know what that ideology was.
And I've been a Satanist my whole life, but didn't realize it until 3 years ago. So basically the same thing as I read the Satanic Bible, started really exploring things and going, hey, this might be me. And lo and behold, it was. Let's see here.
Knights Templar worshipped Baphomet in your background. Aren't they related to Freemasonry? I don't exactly remember how Templar and Freemasons have a correlation, but I think they might. But not to the level, not to the level that people think they do. And there's probably, what, thousands of years in between, or hundreds of years in between.
The history of the name Baphomet is really fun, and then you get into this figure that's used behind me. It was only until, I don't think it was used until like the 19th century, because this is by Alphys Levy. But the entire use of the word Baphomet had tie-ins with the Muslim faith, believe it or not. But it's just a representation of duality, as above, so below, male, female, beast, and man. That's the way I look at it.
Someone said I purchased Anton LaVey's Bible, but my wife told me to get rid of it. Oh? I mean, happy wife, happy life.
As above, so below. Interpret that how you want to. That's how I'm going to say that, because what it means is that what's in heaven is on earth, but I don't believe in heaven, so like I said, it's a alchemist representation. It doesn't represent everything that I believe in, and it doesn't even represent anything I believe in totally, except for the duality of all things, if that makes sense. Welcome, punk rocker, Allwood, Cakes by the Ocean. It's been a while since I've seen Cake by the Ocean. So have you had anybody taunting you lately, or you've been just playing games?
No, I've just been playing games. I'm pretty much resting after the whole thing yesterday.
Oof.
My calf muscle finally stopped spazzing, so I'm happy with that.
The Baphomet is intersexed, not androgynous.
Yeah, just can't necessarily show the actual Baphomet on TikTok, because they, yeah.
That's the reason why I put my face over it.
Yeah, the one time I'm actually happy that I have the incorrect Baphomet for my altar piece is when I show it on TikTok, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm actually happy it doesn't have the breast of the woman.
And I wonder what they do to people who show images of Kali. Oh well.
I don't see a lot of those, to be honest with you.
Well, there's not many people that are talking about that. All right. So what is this that Titan's on about? Let me read this question or this statement out. Catholics maintain that Masons want the association to diminish the integrity and authority of the church. I don't know anything about Masonry.
I'm not going to speak much on Catholicism or Masons.
Don't really blame you.
I just don't know enough about it to speak on it.
Welcome, Chaos.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
What's this about?
Ahoy, Murmo.
Masons? All I know is we can't be Masons. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why pretty much we don't speak on Masonry.
Yeah.
I wish they'd make it so it didn't turn the circle into a square easily. Damn it. All exclusive organizations have similar rumors. I agree with that statement. That came from Titan. That came from Titan Uranus over on YouTube.
Nice screen name.
And he's got a cousin named Lucian. Lucian. Never mind.
Go to Mendez mixed in with the pentagram is a very potent symbol for conjuring spirits.
I wouldn't know. I don't conjure spirits.
I wouldn't say potentially for conjuring spirits, but it's definitely a very powerful symbol, protection to be used as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on, I don't know, the region of the world that you're talking about. I mean, there's people in the, what would I say, Middle East that view, goats and pentagrams and, black magic, magic squares. Yeah, things of that nature.
And just a reminder for everybody, this is being simulcast on YouTube as well as being here on TikTok.
You have my consent.
Well, if you come up into the box, you've already given me consent.
Hey, what is this about goats? Say that again, chaotic.
Oh, I was talking about Arabic black magic. Do you know about Arabic black magic? Magic squares, using animal sacrifice, blood, how that stuff works?
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's more of a taboo thing in Middle Eastern culture, but there are
But
cults that do it. Yeah.
I mean, it's taboo, but it's prevalent, though. I mean, yeah, it seems very
Well, yeah,
prevalent.
sacrificing an animal is prevalent. When you first kill your animal, you put it towards Mecca as you slaughter your animal. I consider that sacrifice.
Well, I'm talking about black magic, though. I'm talking about
Right.
Arabic black magic is prevalent. Even though it's so taboo, it's very prevalent.
I don't know about prevalent, but
I
it
can.
is out there. It is. There are cults out there. There are cults out there that do it, but it's very
Yeah.
very rare. Very
I
very
know
seldom.
people that are very much into that, and I see these pictures, and I see, where the items are placed in people's homes and what they use to curse people and for what reasons and things of that nature because it interests me. So on that note, I know that it's very prevalent, and I was surprised when I did research and seeing how prevalent it was because the penalties for doing that is very harsh in that region of the world.
Yeah,
So I was
definitely.
really shocked to see
Really.
how
Hmm.
how prevalent that stuff was happening. But people just don't talk about it.
No, they really don't. In all honesty, no one really takes it seriously either. So the only person that takes it really seriously is the government because they have to. Especially if they're theocratic governments. So, but if you actually speak to like regular people, not a lot of people really take it seriously. I don't take it seriously myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very seldom that you find people who actually will take it seriously. But yeah, I guess you could say prevalent. Yeah, they're out there.
I feel like there's always been a draw to the dark, to the macabre, to the opposite side, quote unquote evil side. You know, there's always been a draw to it because of curiosity, maybe. You know, we have this this certain way, I'm not going to say pushed, but expected. You know, you're supposed to be on the good path, on the right hand path. You're supposed to, you know, do this. And I feel like there's always been a certain level of obsession, you know, to that opposite side in whatever culture, you know, whatever, in whatever duality. If there's light, there's dark, which is why I think a lot of people gravitate towards, you know, so-called, you know, the pseudo Satanists, or, you know, the devil worshipping, or whatever. It's just interesting to them. And then, you know, however they portray it is how they portray it.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer Dangersaurus Artifacts, I think is what the name is. It's, do Satanists believe in an existence of a historical Jesus? Each Satanist has their own view on certain things, and that's one of them. Most Satanists will not even touch the idea of Jesus existing at all. So that's not something that most Satanists will answer either way. But personally, here we go. I believe there is historically a rabbi named Joshua who had a huge following, and his followers, after his death, corrupted what he was teaching and turned it into something he never intended it to be. That's my personal opinion.
It's fair.
Very fair.
John, me? I'm not even going to, or John. I'm just going to call you John. Do you believe that spirits of Nephilim are the source of paranormal activity? I don't even believe in the Nephilim. That's a supernatural entity. I don't believe in it. If I join Satanic, what is benefit? There is no benefits. You're barking up the wrong tree for that.
I would say that there's a benefit as far as the ideology and the philosophy behind things. Like, you can definitely better yourself, but if you're thinking that you're going to join and you're going to be blessed with wealth and you're going to be a superstar or something of that nature, then that's false. But if you follow some of the, I'd say, somewhat of a way of living, you could definitely benefit yourself and be successful. But you would have to work for it.
Right, you would have to do it yourself. You would have to also see the ideology, see the philosophy, believe in yourself, and let go of any other, you know,
Yeah, the
mystical
ideology.
things attached to it.
Yeah,
What I've noticed is when people
ahead.
are asking this question, they're wanting to have an instant gratification. You're not going to get
Yeah.
instant gratification.
Yeah, the ideology that you are your highest power and that you control your own destiny is very powerful, because if
Yes.
you really truly believe this, and you become the master of yourself, so to say, then you control everything in life. I mean, if you want to be successful, if you want anything in life, and you truly focus on making that happen, you can have a lot of success. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. But it doesn't happen the instant you realize you're a Satanist. It's something you have to work towards. It's something you strive towards. You're always trying to become your most optimal, highest self.
Yeah. That's why I would say Satanism is a very brutal belief, because to do that, to be your optimal self, you have to be honest with yourself. And a lot of people can't be honest with themselves. A lot of people are good to praise themselves for the things that they do presently correct, but they're very bad at looking at the things that perhaps are faulty or aren't working in their life. And because of that, they don't work on changing them and making them their strengths. But if you could do that, you can be very successful.
Well, it's also removing all scapegoats. So you have to take full responsibility. You have to accept your failures and move on and only blame yourself for those failures. For people just to blame, again, some mystical entity. It's God's fault. Oh, it's Satan's fault. Oh, it's the devil's fault, instead of it's my fault for whatever reason.
Correct.
We can't control what other people do. So we can only blame people to an extent, but what we can control is our reactions to things. We can control how we perceive what we do in response. And that has a lot to do with our successes and our failures.
I just saw a statement that I love to respond to. Without a Bible, there is no Satan, Lucifer, Scratch, Beelzebub, and so on. Actually, the word Satan is not capitalized, by the way. It is a lowercase word. It's a descriptor, and it could be capitalized if it's a title of somebody, but it is a Hebrew word meaning adversary, accuser, and opposer. So even without the Bible existing, the word would exist.
Yeah, unaffiliated means that you're not part of any organized member or group of Satanists like COS or I hate to say it, which I'm
Nope,
not gonna
nope,
say the
nope,
other
nope,
one.
nope. Just COS.
Not part of it means I'm not part of COS or any of the pretenders.
Pretenders.
That's a good way of putting it.
Is black magic real? That would be
Yeah.
subjective to someone, right? I mean, that would be subjective to someone. For many people around the world, they think black magic is real. That would be subjective to them.
I'm just checking out somebody's. Get yourself about 450 more followers and we can talk. Dangerous. But not on my Ask a Satanist live. You might want to come back on Sundays when I have an open discussion about anything.
Well, you have to also remember, magic, black or white, is just a matter of intent. So black is supposed to be selfish and harmful, and vainness, and white's supposed to be protection and such. But it's all about intent. It's all about direction. So magic is not black or white. Magic is just magic.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of that, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But some people do, so that's their
Some
opinion.
people do.
I'm one who just does lesser magic. I've never done any greater magic. And I don't do rituals. Well, people tell me I do.
I mean, I rarely dabble in greater magic, but I do. And it's a lot harder to do than lesser magic.
And yes, I know I'm not in uniform today. Excuse me. They're all in the laundry.
Atheistic.
I just have a quick question.
Yes,
Hey.
dear.
And then I'll jump out so there's room for other people. But so I asked a question there and I'm going to redefine it. So Chaos or whatever Nas Bennett was talking about how there's like a certain amount of like brutal honesty that you have to have within yourself. And I was wondering if I'm not talking about humility towards others, but is there self-humility that is needed for that?
No. I just think you have to be brutally honest. Like, nobody's perfect. So there's going to be things that you do great, and there's going to be things that you can work on. And everybody wants to give themselves a pat on the back for the things that they do well, but not a lot of people want to actually think about the things they don't do well or the things that they'd like to do better in their life and actually work toward making them better. That's why like it's tough, you know what I mean, to really follow this path and to I mean for me individually the way I think of Satanism, I think it's very difficult to really follow the path that I'm following.
Would you say that in a sense that you should always be aiming for perfection, but at the same time acknowledge that perfection can never be achieved?
Yeah, I would say that that's correct for me. I can only speak for myself, but the way I look at it is I'm just trying to do the best I can in my lifespan. I mean, I know it kind of rhymes, but that's how I look at it, you know? I'm just trying to do the best I can before it's over because we believe in vital existence. So my time is finite, you know? I'm just trying to do everything I can to possibly better myself and live my best life before it's over.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, somebody decided they didn't want to come up. Okay. Had another person in the wings, but they left.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Taoism.
Where is it? Wait, but hold on. I do. Like, is it Taoism, atheistic, where Satan is a thing but not divine, or plain atheistic, where Satan? That doesn't even make that's not even like a comprehensive sentence. But yes, it's like Taoism, where you reach. Taoism is more of a reach of enlightenment without any form of deity. It's the same. It's the same with Buddhism. There's no real deity. I mean, you have some or organized groups that do worship Buddha, or as I call him, Gorta Setaita, which is his actual name. Um, and those are to the Tibetan Buddhists, but they're the only ones within Buddhist factions that actually worship him. But Taoism, yes, Taoism is very atheistic because it's because only the person themselves reach enlightenment through themselves. They don't look to gods for enlightenment and whatnot. I messed that up a little bit, but yeah.
Look at this one. Breaking Carson. You cannot make yourself God. It's not a matter of making yourself God. It's a matter of saying that you are like the God of yourself. Like you're your own highest power. You're in control of your actions and deeds in your life. So you're responsible for everything that happens in your life. You're not depending on any type of deity to bless you with knowledge or bless you with a better job or bless you so that you can be skinnier or healthier or in better shape. If you need these things, you study more or you work out more. So in that sense, you are your own God.
Okay, let's see. Darn it. Swear I hate that. My portrait keeps on changing sizes.
Satan is just a symbol. That's all it is. It means what is it again? I'm sorry.
Satan to us is a symbol of pride, liberty, and individualism, and it
Thank you,
serves an
thank you.
external metaphorical projection of our highest personal potential. We do not believe in Satan as a being or a person. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm cooking right now, so I'm a little bit back and forth.
That's all right.
And blasphemy is a victimless crime. What do you mean by blasphemy? I mean blasphemy is only something according to a believer of whatever you're being blasphemous to. I mean, I don't believe, so I don't think I'm being blasphemous to anyone. I don't think anyone here does as well.
That's blasphemy, sir.
Well, I
Aha.
mean, Satanism in a way is blasphemous to Christianity, considering it's the rejection of the spirit and embracing of the flesh, which is blasphemous.
Hopefully my volume is higher now. But yeah, it is. It's coming through better. just realized that I had my microphone hanging down below the desk.
I wouldn't say rejecting tyranny, because it's only tyranny if you're the one that's being ruled over.
Isn't that humanism? Some of the 11 rules of Earth are very humanistic. I mean, some of the ideology is very humanistic.
You practice Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is not the same thing as Satanism. That's not Satanism. He was not a Satanist. All right. Aleister Crowley is before that, but it has nothing to do with any form of Satanism whatsoever. It's Thomism. So, yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Understanding what Satan represents to a Satanist helps you understand how we can call ourselves Satanists and still not believe in God. Yeah, always the Crowley question. Call me Crowley if you think me holy, call me Crowley if you think me foully. Yes, I used to study Thelema. If you want to get into that, that's Crowley. If you want to get into Satanism, it's not Crowley. Sorry. Trying to keep, the hardest thing about simulcasting is trying to keep up with both chats.
Well, you focus on your other chat, and you got 3 people here who can focus on this chat.
Currently, there's only like 3 people in the other one, so.
Only
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookies on the cookie. Let's see.
Why do you do this? Serious question.
Why do I do this? Because I get sick and tired of the misinformation that's out there about Satanism. Everybody thinks that we do this, we do that, and we don't do this, and we don't do that. I also want to help people understand that we're just normal, everyday people.
Well, maybe not normal.
Okay, we're all abnormal, but, everybody's abnormal to a point.
Yeah, but he is correct. I mean, Satanism is very, very misunderstood. So it is enlightening for some folks. I mean, most people don't necessarily talk to Satanists every day, so they don't get this chance to ask these questions.
Or if they do, they don't know that they're Satanists.
Yeah,
I got a good
definitely.
question from the other side here. What is the difference between your perspective of Satanism and Luciferianism?
Okay, go ahead. You can ask that.
From my point of view, Luciferianism is a theistic path, and it is not Satanism. Where Satanism is atheistic and has no deities or anything like that. But you go ahead and give your viewpoint.
My understanding of it is that Luciferianism is practically like Christianity, except that they believe that Lucifer was cast out of heaven unjustly, and that he's the morning star, and he's the light bringer, and that's all I know about that. But yeah, they're theistic and we're atheistic. Satanism is atheistic, and those are the biggest differences. We don't believe, whereas they do.
And I'll get to the guest request here in a second. Is Satanism a new religion, an activist movement, an organization, or what? Satanism is not an activist movement. That's something else entirely.
I wouldn't necessarily call it an organization. Church of Satan would be the organization, but that's simply just for administration purposes of keeping a religion around. It's individualistic, non-congregational.
No, we don't believe in the Antichrist.
We don't believe in any supernatural entities or anything to do with religious stuff like that. Christianity, I should say. All right, I've got somebody I'm bringing up here. I've probably brought this person up before. It's Fick Ruttick.
What's up, David? So you
Hello,
gotta say
Fick.
the name better. Fick or Ruttick. That's what you gotta use. Like it's all the girls. Probably not.
Hello,
Hello, Fick.
how are you?
Doing fine. Did you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. I want to know what magic is. What is magic? Does it work also?
Magic is not what you're probably thinking it is. Magic is mostly psychological, and it's also putting your energy into something you want done. That's my viewpoint of magic.
Okay. Does it work?
Sometimes
You're
it does, and
here.
sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, if it's intended to work, it'll work.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, what we believe lesser magic is works all the time, but greater magic is a whole different thing. And I don't know if the host really wants to talk about that here.
Uh, the only thing I use a lot is lesser magic. Example is the background of lesser magic. It gets people's attention.
There are two kinds of magic, white magic and black magic. Is that true?
No, there's lesser and greater magic.
Okay.
White and black
Then,
magic, there is no such thing. If there's anything, it's gray.
okay. When I listen to YouTuber, they say there is a black magic and white magic. Black magic is the one that attack people. White magic is a magic which support you. It supports you to get what you want.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
the thing is, though, is that if you're trying to get something, that's still dark. When you're trying to get
Okay.
things for yourself, it's still considered dark.
Okay.
So there's nothing but gray, which really pisses off a lot of Wiccans.
Yeah, if you look at YouTube, there's a lot of people that have many different beliefs. I mean, we believe what we believe, other people believe what they believe, and we don't try to, convert them to think the way we do, and we don't think the way they do. We just believe in what we do, and with us with satanic magic, it's greater or lesser. We don't say black or white. It's just magic. It's all magic for us. Other people might believe in black magic, white magic. That's their belief.
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you
Okay.
have any other questions, Vic?
No, I don't have. Thank you very much.
All right. And hello, War Crime 6.
Hello, hello. I have a question. So, what about Satanism? What is the substance of Satanism other than being a contrarian to Christianity?
What is the substance? It's embracing life to the fullest. Trying to become my highest personal being. Trying to become the most, my
You measure
highest personal
level
potential.
of
It's all about me.
so personal
That's,
satisfaction, basically.
yes.
So, do you have a sense of morality?
Yes.
Where does it come from?
Comes from a suggested list of things and other social indices.
What's that list of things you said?
The 9 satanic statements is part of it. The 11 satanic rules of the earth and the 9 satanic sins are the basis and guidelines to a good moral philosophy, in my opinion.
Yeah, and for
So, do you
everybody
believe
that
in
would be
good and
different too. Whoever is speaking, every Satanist is different. We're all different individuals, so not all of us will be the same as far as morality.
do you believe in good and evil?
I believe it's
They're
subjective.
subjective concepts.
Yeah, I believe what's good today,
But you
tomorrow
don't
can
believe.
be
I'm
evil.
not saying objectively. I'm saying as a real concept. Do you believe in good and evil?
It's up to the individual what's good and what's evil.
Okay, so you think it's good and evil is objective.
No,
Yes.
it's
No,
subjective.
it's subjective.
Okay, well, okay.
Do
So
you
All
know the difference
morality
between
is
objective and
subjective.
subjective, sir?
yes. I
Okay.
mixed it up. I missed what I was trying to say. It's subjective for you, and other people believe it's subjective. I personally believe good and evil is objective, but you believe that it is subjective for everybody.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, if one person believes it's objective and one person believes it's subjective, those are two subjective opinions.
Exactly.
If there was objective, everybody
would
would think the
believe
same way.
Let me give you an
Okay,
objective
I'm
statement,
saying my
sir. I'll give you
you
an
can believe
objective
whatever
statement.
you want. Doesn't make it, doesn't change the personal belief. You can
Here,
believe it's a, but
well, let me help you.
Let
me help you, sir.
unique. It's unique for good and evil. It's like what you said can be true for other things, but I'm saying this specifically is it's a philosophical concept, so it's hard to.
I wouldn't say so. I think what Reaper said is correct, but I can give you an objective statement. All right, the sun exists. Can we all agree that the sun exists?
I hope so.
The sun exists. So
Thank
this is
God.
objective. This is an objective statement, sir. So when you talk about good and evil, everyone will always think something different.
Okay, so if
It's
good and evil is subjective,
yes, sir.
then there is no such thing as right and wrong, and there is no morals.
Well,
There's still law of the land. There's
Correct.
still
If you believe
actions
that
have
good and evil is
consequences.
subjective, then there is no morals. There's no purpose for morals.
Well, morals
Well, if
depend.
there's subjective morals, each person has their own morals.
Okay, but if morals are subjective, then there's no point of morals.
Yeah, the point is survival. Morals are
Morals
directly based
do
on
not
survival.
benefit survival. You can survive very much better if you throw morals out the window.
No, let me give you an example. All right, what do you think is morally correct right now? Well, let me stop because this isn't my life. This is the host's life. So if he wants to talk about this, it's up to him.
Morality is a hindrance on survival, and you know that. That's why you are what you are.
I just said morality was based on survival. You're proving my point, sir.
No, it's a hindrance of survival, not based on survival. It's a hindrance.
No, it's
You
not
makes your life
really.
easier because you throw morals out the window, correct? That's the whole point of Satanism. You want to abolish this moral code so you can live your life to your highest being. Because you see your highest being as most personal
But we do have guidelines that we stay within.
Yes, we don't believe in harming little children. We don't believe in unaliving animals unless it's for food or we're in danger. I mean, yeah, we have these guidelines, but what you think is moral right now, if an event happened tonight, everything that you think is moral right now, tomorrow will be thrown out the window if you need to do something immoral to feed your family and your loved ones. You're not going to worry about morality.
Self-preservation is the highest law.
That's what I was saying. Morality hindrance is survival. That's what I was saying. You're proving me right.
No, I'm not. I'm proving you.
Hold on, Knox. So here's the thing. So in Satanism, self-preservation is the highest law, right? So your question was, if there was no morals, then, there's no laws or whatever. So now here's the thing. Living your best life is not living inside of a jail cell. Living your best life is not living with repercussions to actions.
You don't want to be constricted. I understand that. But why follow
so
rules at all?
it benefits to follow the laws of the land. There are still laws of the land because that's the reality that we live in. And we have to abide by those laws because there's always going to be laws and structure.
Not because you believe it's right or wrong.
Correct. There is so everyone has their own ideas of what is right or wrong. I mean, we could look at laws that are written down and not agree with them, but we still follow them because we don't want to end up in jail.
Exactly.
I personally think taxes are wrong, but two things in life are certain: death and taxes.
Okay, but my point is originally was that if morality is subjective, then there's no purpose for your laws in Satanism. Or rules.
Whether or not morality. So here's the thing: the laws exist. Structure is already in place. From a philosophical point of view, subjective, objective, it makes no difference. Because that doesn't change the current state of things. We still have to live in the current state of things. We still have to live in society and in reality.
So the laws of Satanism, you're saying, are only for self-preservation in the legal sense. keeping the member of the organization out of trouble legally. It's sort of like a guidance.
There is no organization.
Well, not in the organization, because the organization itself, the Church of Satan itself, is simply just the administration of the religious of the organization.
Well, let's say the
Church of Satan. You don't have to be a
independent.
member
Like, I would
of the
call it
Church
a
of
Catholic
Satan to
church.
be a Satanist.
But there are rules, though, of Satanism. Like you said.
No, they're not rules. They're guidelines.
Guidelines.
Yeah, they're more like guidelines. Every Satanist interprets them the way they want.
So wouldn't the truest form of Satanism be no guidelines at all?
No, that would be anarchy.
Correct.
Which is a fallacy, because there's always going to be some form of structure and order.
I'm a Satanist, not an anarchist.
Anarchy, though. Anarchy is just absence of law and rule and order.
Yeah, I'm a Satanist, not an anarchist.
But there will always be rules and order, because there's always going to be a group of people that get together that overcome the weaker ones that set their laws. That's just human nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the whole concept, again, of Satanism is a Epicurean philosophy of rational self-interest. So there's still rational self-interest, which is the important thing. Because, again, the moment it stops being beneficial to you and starts being a hindrance, the Satanist should abandon whatever he or she is doing.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of Satanism, is the idea that morality is a hindrance.
Well, no,
Well,
it's not
presenting
morality
morality
is a hindrance. Morality is just subjective to the individual.
Subjective, you mean?
Yes, that's what he said. Morality is subjective to the individual, and that morality is based on survival. People will do whatever it takes to survive, regardless of morals.
Okay, you just said that again. Morality is not based on survival. Because because morality is like murder. Murder is not a moral thing. I don't know. Maybe you won't agree with that, but if there was in a situation, any sort of survival situation,
Murdering somebody could pose many benefits to the murderer. What they have in their pocket.
So what if
are we talking on a legal aspect, like a penal code aspect definition?
No, I'm talking
or
about
are we talking about just unaliving?
Why shouldn't you kill that person?
Because that person will unalive you.
over them.
If it's between you or that person, yeah, you're gonna do whatever it takes to survive, sir. So, in that sense,
any person, why wouldn't you just kill any person and then take whatever they want if you don't believe in, if you believe morality is subjective, if you have no morals?
Well, a lot of people, first off, are not about that life. They don't have it in them to do.
But
a
lot of people are.
No.
Yes.
No. A lot of people
look at the crime
don't.
rate in America. Look at the crime
That
rate
is,
in America.
if you look at the crime rate and you compare it to the overall population, the crime is very low.
Okay. No, it's not.
Yes,
There's
it
no
is.
way you can say crime is low, because we haven't had like a period where you can compare it to where it was.
No, but if you compare
higher.
those who commit crimes to those who do not commit crimes, those who commit crimes are far, 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 far lesser than those who don't.
Okay, I'm not saying they're the majority.
Well, that's what you're specifying.
But that's what you're trying to say, is that most people would break the law if they could.
No. I'm saying that it's very common.
No, that's what you're saying. It's what you're saying. You're trying to say that everybody's going to break the law if they get a chance to.
I'm saying. I told you that people out there break laws, okay? They break laws, they kill people because they see it in the sense of the same way where their morality is subjective. Okay? So you have you can't judge them.
No, that's not true. People break the law for many, many different reasons. Sometimes to get money, sometimes to just take something off of somebody, sometimes for vengeance.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so there's many reasons why people break the law. But if I'm a police officer and there is a criminal, and this criminal pulled out a gun and tried to unalive me, I would unalive him. I don't care about morals. I care about survival.
I know you don't care about morals.
I want to live.
Point,
so that's my point.
Oh.
Survival.
What was that?
Oh my god, bro, you're retarded. I'm leaving this shit. You're all fucking dumb as shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking moron.
Somebody block that asshole, please.
Got him.
You can disagree with the person, don't be a freaking prick about it.
I need to take 5 seconds here before I bring anybody else up here because I'm going to rip anybody that's going to ask a stupid question if I bring them up.
Take your time. I'm answering questions in the comments. I realized that was a waste of time to begin with, so now I'm just taking care of comments.
Sorry, I'm multitasking at the moment.
That's all right. All right. So, if you're going to ask, how do you join, don't even ask to come up here. If you're going to ask about Freemasonry, don't even come up here. If you're going to ask about the Illuminati, don't even come up here. And if you're going to call us a bunch of morons or something like that, don't come up here. What's up?
All right, so I got a couple questions.
All right.
And I do believe it was answered in the comments, but what is the best book to read that for Satanists compared to like the Bible for Christians? Because my wife is wanting to start reading the Bible every night, and she wants me to listen to it, and I'm like, okay, well, in return, if I listen to the whole Bible, I want you to read me some type of book about, the devil or Satanist. That way I can compare the two.
Only one I can think of is the Satanic Bible is the best source.
Satanic Bible, but I wouldn't compare it to the Christian Bible.
No, it's not even that type of a work.
Well, not really compare, but just, I don't even know how to put it. Because I'll listen to all things. Like, I'm not, one-sided for, on that. I just wanted to, if she's going to read that to me, then I was wanting to have something to compare, or, well, not compare, but hear the other side, too.
Well, then read Paradise Lost.
Huh?
Read Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is... Yeah, just read Paradise Lost.
That's true. Paradise Lost would be comparison because that also involves the biblical aspect of the devil, which Satanism does not follow either.
If you want to read all 3 parts, it's Dante's Inferno.
Okay. So you said
Paradise Lost? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about that. Go ahead.
So you said Satanists don't follow the devil?
Oh, hell no.
No, we don't believe in the devil.
There is no God.
Okay, I guess I was confused on that whole concept. So you just don't believe in God then?
We don't believe in God or the devil.
All true Satanists are atheists, but not all atheists are Satanists.
Yeah, what you're thinking of is devil worshippers. There's people that are out there that are devil worshippers, but we are not that. Satanism is not devil worship.
No, I knew it wasn't devil worshiping, but it was, well, I guess more or less not believing in God. Well, sounds like I got a lot of reading and studying to do then.
It's always a good thing.
Knowledge is power.
Yep.
All right, fellas. I was actually just taking a quick smoke break at work, and I'm going to have to get back at it. I just wanted to see if you guys could help me answer that question. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Have fun in the
problem.
salt mines.
No problem. Take care.
Right, who is that? Okay, there we go. Why can't people have names I can pronounce? All right, I'm just going to call you Risk. if they're there. And I think they left already. All right, so any questions over in the YouTube land? No. Been some interesting discussion on what we've been talking about over there. Let's try this again.
Jesus Christ. There is no worship of any devils. It's an atheistic religion.
Here comes Kristen Death. Hope you're over 18. Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
I just got home from work. A little tired.
So did you have any questions?
Yeah, what do you guys think of Stanton?
Of what?
Stanton.
Satin?
Stanton.
Why do you have
Satan?
Do you have a bid on eBay for something owned by LeVay so Stanton can feed his addiction?
Why can I get it lower if we do that?
Stanton's selling a bunch of stuff on eBay. Or was. I don't know if he still is.
$10 bill. The fold up 10.
Yeah. Stanton is a joke. I think LeVay would have been very disappointed in Stanton.
Nah, Anton himself was a big carny shyster. He would have loved Stanton.
He was definitely a showman. He was obviously he was a carny, but I would say for the level of respect and discipline that Satanism requires versus Stanton, I think he would be disappointed.
Yeah, but you know what? He kind of chopped it all up. He turned it all over to Boyd, and then Boyd disbanded it. So, I mean, maybe he had a different idea.
This is true. I mean, there's inner politics of stuff going on. I would just say from what I've known and researched and seen, I would say that Stanton would definitely be seen in a less than favorable light.
Yeah, he's not exactly doing a lot either with the brand.
This is why I stay unaffiliated.
That's why I don't bother.
I apologize for poking you there. I'm sorry. Just thought it'd be fun conversation.
I don't pay any attention to what goes on in the orgs.
Gotcha. Thanks for having me on.
Everyone always wants to talk about Stanton.
I don't.
Well, I mean, obviously. But anyone that knows anything about, COS or LeVay or anything, it always comes back to Stanton or fucking Taylor Swift. Not actual Taylor Swift, people in chat.
Hello, Jack.
Hello.
You had a question?
Hello.
If I want to join, what can I do?
You what to what?
Again?
If I want to join.
There's no joining. It's not a social club.
I'm just getting rid of those people now. The moment someone asks, "How do I join?" No, go away.
No.
And I tried to touch the screen. I thought I had that power. I don't have that power. Oh shoot.
Hello, Katya.
Hello.
So I've been reading your chat, and everyone that I've been looking at are either bots or trolls in your chat, and I don't know. Maybe you should reset or something. They're all fake accounts.
I've got 135 viewers in here. That's good for the algorithm.
Well, I'm looking at everyone commenting, and they're fake.
Oh yeah, most of them are fake. I mean, that's what happens. A lot.
They're yeah.
Just comes with the territory.
It's scares me though. That's crazy. But I'll leave if you want someone else on. But I was just like noticing that. I was, what the hell? Like most of these people are fake.
Yeah.
I'm not fake. I'm not saying you're fake.
I don't know. I think you might be fake.
Well, I don't think she's fake.
When someone
I
says
don't
like
think she's
I'm not
fake.
fake, yeah, for sure. That's projecting.
All right, but yeah, let me see what this one's
Yeah, I'll
about.
go.
All right.
I'm making shrimp Katya.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ahoy.
hello. Yes, sir.
You had a question?
Yeah. Please, let me say, when you want to know your future, can you help in predicting? Let me see
No.
what you want to do. Oh, okay.
That's
No, you want a
dealing with the
fortune teller.
supernatural. I don't play around
Yeah.
with fortune telling or supernatural stuff.
Oh, okay. And please, how can somebody be part of you? Somebody want to be part of you.
Oh,
Well, first of all, don't come in here and ask that question.
Jesus. He was doing so well. Well, not well, but
No, he wasn't. He wasn't doing
okay,
good,
he
even
wasn't.
from the
Okay.
beginning.
I could already
No, I
predict
don't
that.
believe in any supernatural things, ghosts, goblins, nothing. The pink fairy, well, wait a minute. The green fairy's real, but that's a totally different subject.
Question: why do you believe in something that hates and wants you dead? Yeah, we don't
I don't believe
believe
in
that.
something that. Hey,
I don't believe in God.
oh, ouch!
God spelled backwards is dog.
I'm dyslexic. Oh,
Yeah, if you want to sell your soul, it's $99.95. We take check and money order. You're going to
I
write
don't
the
take
check
no
out
check.
to
I'm not paying that processing fee.
you want to write it out to grumpy.satanist.
What made you become a Satanist? I was a Christian. I was a Christian for majority of my life. I was indoctrinated. I had no choice. When I became 18, I joined the United States Marine Corps. I seen a lot of crazy things. Read the Bible a few times. Did some critical thinking. Found a lot of hypocrisy in the book that I didn't agree with, and I became an atheist. That was my path to becoming a Satanist.
did you have a question up here, Janeth?
Yes, yes.
All right, what's your question?
I'm just a very committed Christian, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking, like, are you in battle with Jesus Christ?
I'm in battle with all religions
Why?
because they're man-made.
The man-made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everyone's different. For me, I don't care about Jesus Christ. I don't care about any other religion. I don't care what other people believe in. If you believe in Jesus Christ and it works for you, good. That's great. Keep doing you. As long as you don't force that religion on me, I have no problem. So just, you do you. But everyone's different.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I wouldn't say I'm in battle with it. I'm in opposition to it.
There we go.
Who asked that question? Nothing. We believe in vital existence and we don't believe in an afterlife. That's why it's so important that we do everything we can in this time that we have here.
Let's see. When you say that you're an atheist, are you using the colloquial definition or the original? I don't believe in any gods or God. That's my definition.
So Satanism is not man-made. Well, it is man-made, but the difference is that it's not man-made to control us by fear of sin or damnation forever. That's the big difference.
What costs $99.95? What am I missing?
I messed with this guy's head. He asked how much for my soul. I said it's $99.95.
You know, in order for a soul to be valuable, it has to be very young. Never mind.
Don't you start that, Grumpy. I swear to God.
At my age, mine's worth nothing. Ahoy.
Hello.
You had a question.
Yeah, I wanted to know how can I join the Illuminati?
Was that is this frickin' Kenny?
No, that was not Kenny.
That's not Kenny.
I swear.
Let's see. Do you believe in God or do you believe God doesn't exist? Neither. Oh,
Stay logical.
Neither. Okay.
But it doesn't do me any good to restart. I've got about, let's see what time. How long have I been doing this? 1 hour and 5 minutes. I'll go for about 25 more minutes. Maybe I'll actually get something I can snip out of here and use for something.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Nope, that was nobody.
I'm getting my stuff prepped because I'm making sure Fried Diavola tomorrow. Or actually later today.
You had a question, Leo.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. What's your question?
My question is, how can I join the Illuminati?
It's not a real question.
So I'm just letting you know, every time someone comes up, I already have my finger on the block button. I'm just waiting for the magic words to be used.
How many devil in the world? 0. Yes. Reaper is playing whack-a-mole.
They're fun, aren't they, Katya?
Oh, I can see straight through it. That's so crazy that your guests are so, like, out there and completely, like, I feel like they're just, I don't even know how to explain it. They're just, like, not real to me.
So it's indoctrined mentality, and it's also cultural mentality in certain spaces where there's instant gratification wanting, and they believe that the Illuminati is their answer to everything, because really they don't have much else in the world. So they kind of just listen to what media portrays, and it's a total different culture and total different climate.
Mm-hmm.
And the internet, I feel like the internet is kind of scary nowadays because, like, as I'm seeing this happening, I can see straight through it, but most people won't.
Well, most people are weak-minded and not intelligent enough.
Well, that goes with critical thinking, right? Where
No.
you look at someone and you're like, wait, I have to see this person, and then you see.
0. No, I don't believe in everything that LaVey did or said. I'm a person who doesn't use rituals, for one. For another, I haven't touched higher magic. For another, I don't agree with some of the
Reader.
statements. We won't talk about blue cheese. So, no. It's like I don't believe everything that my favorite author has to say on philosophy. I'm also a person that can separate the author away from its work, so I have no trouble reading Orson Scott Card, but I can disagree with his politics. But I love his books. You know, separating the wheat from the chaff is always what you're supposed to do.
Bro, you think you're smarter than people because you're Satanist. It makes no sense.
What?
The fact that you just started your sentence with bro and then says ye. No, no. Go away. Go away.
I don't talk about my own intelligence. If somebody gave me a compliment or said I was intelligent or said something smart, more power to them. Thank you for the compliment, but I don't think anybody here is bragging about being intelligent.
And Zero?
Yeah.
I'm a LaVeyan Satanist because it's what I agree with the most. Do I agree with all of it? No.
You're like a genius, though. Like, you have like the Satan evil guy behind you, and that's not what Satan is like.
Wait, what?
No, like, so he has basically the devil behind his picture.
That's not
right?
the devil. That's the Baphomet.
Who does?
It's a whole different thing.
Grumpy.
No. This
No.
is Baphomet.
Baphomet is not the devil.
Oh, right. Okay. So I was wrong. I'm sorry. But people will look at that and be like, that's the devil. And when you show that.
That's because they are uneducated on that part.
That's because they don't. Right. Okay. So I didn't know.
And that's
that.
also
I'm
part
sorry,
of the lesser
I didn't
magic.
Know. I didn't know. Like, what is he then?
The Baphomet is a representation of man, woman, and beast.
Okay.
Baphomet, not Baphomet.
Oh, Jesus Christ! The freaking
Both pronunciations are appropriate.
Thank you.
And what does it mean?
Hold out your wrist and go meh when you say Baphomet. If you're going to do it that way, then.
Let me get my athame.
But this is smart though. Like I thought.
Someone said, "Elvis Levy ought to smack your cheeks."
Where's Bathy Official? Bathy Official's the only one that can play bongos on my cheeks, okay?
Okay, wait. Are you guys going to explain?
I'm trying to see if I have it here.
Oh, okay.
Disappeared off my cheat sheet. Oh, it's in my other cheat sheet. Do you want me to read the entire soliloquy? Yeah.
How long is it? I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paragraphs.
He represents duality, as above, so below. Duality.
Man, woman, beast, light, dark, up,
the goat
down.
Carries the sign of the pentagram on the forehead, with one point at the top, a symbol of light. His two hands forming the sign of occultism, the one pointing up to the white moon, and the other pointing down to the black moon. This sign expresses perfect harmony of mercy and justice. His one arm is female, his other arm, like the other ones, is androgynous. So it's male, so male and female. The attributes of which we had to unite those of our goat because he is one and the same symbol. The flame is the intelligence shining between his horns and the magic light of universal balance. The image of the soul elevated above matter as the flame, whilst being tied to matter, shines above it. The beast head expresses the horror of the sinner whose materially acting solely responsible part has to bear the punishment of this exclusively. Blah. The soul is insensitive according to nature and can only suffer when it materializes. The rod standing instead of symbolizes eternal life, and the body covered with scales, the water, the semicircle above it, the atmosphere, the feathers falling above, the volatile. I could go on. This is from Dogme Ritual de la Magie, Elphus Levy.
Try saying that name 5 times fast.
I can't pronounce Latin, so
Wait, so what is the beast? Is that like emotions, or is that like someone?
No worries, David.
We are animal.
No worries, David.
We are animal. Oh, okay. So we are just like natural. Okay, interesting. It's our natural, response to situations. Is the beast. What? Right? Or am I wrong?
We are human, yet we are animal.
I never thought of it that way, David. I never thought of it that way. That's kind of funny though when you said that.
We are though, in a sense where.
Did I miss?
I was talking to another Marine in the comments. I'm a Marine and he's a Marine, and the nickname of Marines is Teffelhunden, and in German it means devil dogs, and we're both Satanists. Yes. So he just said something. So,
Hoorah!
This is kind of funny. Hoorah!
The cry of the devil dogs.
Let's see.
No, I'm not Marine, but I've known plenty.
Hey, another Marine.
My best friend growing up was a Marine.
Someone commented top of the food chain, but I don't believe that. We're not. I mean, we've found our own resources to hurt animals, but we're not the top. Like, sharks are like the top of the food chain.
No,
like,
we're the top of the food chain. We are.
No, I know we are.
We're really the only creatures that go to war with ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah. You did that good.
What's the definition of a Satanist? There is a more defined definition, but in layman's terms, it would be someone who, well, we believe in ourselves as our we believe in indulgence in anything that brings us pleasure in this life, because we only have one life to live. We don't believe in any afterlife. So that would be a good layman's term definition of it.
So for the people that are still hung up on the whole animal thing, one of the satanic statements is Satan represents man as just another animal, sometimes better, more often worse than those that walk on all four, who, because of his divine, spiritual, and intellectual development, has become the most vicious animal of them all.
No, indulgence, not
compulsion.
Correct. My mic is going crazy.
Compulsion.
Yep.
But we can control that with emotion. Like we can control that with how we think and how we feel. We can control that. Whereas animals, they need to, have that compulsion to just attack and survive. Whereas humans is different, right?
Kinda. I just came up with a response for the indulgence abstinence thing. Abstinence is a person who indulges in compulsory stupidity. Oh,
or addiction, right?
That one's rough.
Actually, I have one in my files. I can't find. I'll have to add that to my satanic cheat sheet.
I recycle, so yes.
The future's disposable. Why recycle? Ah, fuck. There I go again.
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you for the gifts. Uh-oh.
Grumpy, do you have dogs?
Oh, they're outside of my home in Hawaii.
Oh,
Those dogs
they're
that you hear.
okay. They're you.
No, Grumpy did not say addiction is stupidity.
Yeah, I have dogs, but they're both sleeping.
But stupidity is definitely addictive. That is a very good point.
Stupidity is also the #1 sin in Satanism.
And it's too bad stupidity is not painful.
Go to
I think we lost Grumpy.
I think we did.
No.
No, he paused. Oh, he's back.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? That's all I gotta say is what the fuck.
And with that being said, I think we're going to call it the end of the night on YouTube. So remember, next week, we may or may not have an Ask a Satanist live. So till next week, take care, hail thyself, all that good stuff. And here goes with the outro.